I'm not spending my money to look plastic. I'm not spending my money to look unrealistic. I'm just not doing that. Hi guys, Linda here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Linda and I make videos from Lagos, Nigeria. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 things that I'm not spending a dime of my money on in 2022. If you want to hear these 10 things that I think you should not be spending your money on in 2022, because it's definitely going to save you money, and really investing in these items are actually pointless in my own opinion. If you want to hear what these items are, please keep on watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button just right below. Also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into this video. But one thing which I will not be spending my money on in 2022 is luxury fashion. By luxury fashion, I mean the high-end fashion items like the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, the Armani, like all those very expensive fashion brands that really cost a lot of dollars, like thousands of dollars. I'm definitely not putting my hands into those items because I feel like, okay, why spend so much on one particular fashion item that you actually can't even wear all year round or can't even wear every day? You just buy a top for, let's say, $500 and something. I feel like it doesn't really make sense because that's money that you can use for an investment that is definitely going to triple and come back to you. So why spend so much on just a piece of clothes or a piece of handbag? Yes, I know. Even if you're spending on that one handbag, yes, it could last you for years, no doubt. But if you are someone who's trying to build a business, or let's say you're still struggling in life, you are still paying somebody house rent, you don't even have a car of your own, why spend so much money on these expensive fashion brands? So that's just the reason why I just feel like this. That's the reason why I feel it's not worth it for me. So the second thing which I'm not spending my money on in 2022 is getting my nails done. Like, you know, all those very expensive acrylic nails that girls tend to do. These nails are expensive. It is not cheap to get your nails done. On the average, getting your nails done costs at least 10,000 naira to 20,000 naira. In some places, 25,000, 30,000 naira, 40,000 naira. In some salons abroad, it costs around $100 to $200 to get your nails done, depending on the design you're making. So I feel like, okay, if you have to, then let's say these nails last for, let's say, 1 month. That's if you have good nail, if you have a good nail type, because my natural nails are quite soft. So no matter how good you do nails for me, it's only going to last me if it's so long, if it lasts me so much, it's going to be 2 weeks, or let's say 2 weeks going into 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks if it's so long. So why spend so much money to do your nails when it's not going to last you up to a month or even 2 months? Because the thing is, if you even carry your nails up to 2 months, it's not the best for the health of your natural nails, because it might just weaken the health of your natural nails. And then think about, okay, let's say I'm spending 10,000 naira to do my nails, and that nails only last me 2 weeks. So it's more like in a month I'm spending 20,000 naira to do my nails, and in a whole year I'm going to have to spend 240,000 naira in just getting my nails done. Not talk about doing pedicures and manis and all of that. I feel like that's a whole lot of money. If you can actually get stick-on nails, like for me, when I want to do my nails, I tend to use stick-ons. I just put the stick-ons on my fingers. If I want to make it glossy, I could just have like a glossy hardener to make it shiny. And I've saved my money. I did everything myself at home, and I don't have to spend so much just to get my nails done, and on the long run it's actually saving me money. So I think it's just something I'm definitely not spending my money on in 2022. The third thing which I am definitely not spending my money on in 2022 is getting surgery, like the bum surgery, the BBL, body construction, breast enhancement. Like, I'm definitely not doing that in 2022. Yes, it's the most trendy thing to do right now in Lagos, all over the world. Like, it's difficult for you to go out and see a girl that doesn't have surgery. Like, most time when you just see women now, they just have this very perfect hourglass figure, butt intact, breast well lifted, like stomach well snatched. Guys, I know the pressure is real, but definitely I'm not spending my money on surgery. I'm not spending my money to look plastic. I'm not spending my money to look unrealistic. I'm just not doing that. If you have the money and you feel like, oh, you won't have the maintenance money to do it, to still maintain the hourglass figure after you've done the surgery, please go ahead and do it. But for me, I ain't got it, so I'm not even putting my eyes there, even putting my hand there. So that's just something I'm definitely not putting my wasting my resources on. Guys, the fourth thing I'm definitely not spending my money on in 2022. It's a no-brainer because me and I don't smoke and I don't drink, and I'm definitely not going to be spending my money on a broke nigga that smokes and drinks. That was shitty, man. Okay, so definitely I'm not spending my money on cigarettes and alcohol because I feel like, okay, these things actually not doing anything for your health. They're not benefiting your health in any way, shape, or form. So why then smoke? Why then drink? Why invest in things that are actually harmful for your health? So it's just my own opinion. If you're a smoker, you're a drinker, please go ahead. I just don't even dabble into those things. But I might drink socially, but in those social occasions, I'm definitely not the one paying for the drink because that bill is gonna be on somebody else, not on me. So I'm definitely not spending my money on cigarettes, alcohol, and then as an additional point, please don't date a broke boy in 2022. Don't date any guy that doesn't have money and then expects to live off of you. If it's a situation whereby, okay, you guys are married, maybe he just has a trying time at that moment, definitely you can support him. But please, if he's a broke guy, like you met him broke, you met him not doing anything or moving anywhere, like if you met him not making any effort in his life, please just leave the nigga. Don't waste your money on a broke nigga. Like don't waste your money on somebody that is lazy, that doesn't have the energy that he needs. Because the thing is, if you meet somebody and the person is broke, it means the person is not doing something. Because really, if you go out there are actually opportunities. There are lots of things you can do if you are willing. So in most cases, when you don't have, it's because you're actually not willing to do those things that you also do to actually get money. So please, I'm not dating a broke guy. So please, ladies, do not date a broke guy. So the fifth thing I'm definitely not doing in 2022 is buying an expensive wedding dress. If I was to get married in 2022, I would definitely not be buying a wedding dress. I think I would rather choose to rent a dress, or I might choose to just tailor something simple because really my style is very simple. I think the best bet is just to rent her. Why not rent the dress or simply either rent a dress. If the rental costs somewhere around 60,000 naira, maybe you should then think about maybe sewing a dress, because let's say you get your fabrics for, let's say, 30,000 naira, or let's say 20,000 naira or 40,000 naira. You can get a good tailor that can actually make that dress for you, and the tailor might just charge you somewhere around 50,000 naira, 25,000 naira, and that just costs you maximum 70k or 80k. But if you had to buy a wedding dress, there's no how you wouldn't spend at least 350,000 naira to 500,000 naira, and in some cases 1 million to 2 million naira on just that wedding dress. And guess what? You can only wear it once, and if you want to sell it after you won it, you cannot sell that wedding dress for the same amount you bought it. So it's just very pointless. Because I remember when my sister was getting married, she wanted to buy a wedding dress. She was very obsessive about it. I was telling her, please don't buy this dress. Why not just rent? But she bought this dress for, I think, 500 something thousand naira, and years later she was struggling to sell it. I think she ended up selling that dress for 80,000 naira or 100,000 naira, somewhere around that, which is very, very, it's like he lost money. So please, if you're getting married in 2022, please rent a dress, or so get a very good tailor to actually make the dress for you. You don't have to spend so much money buying these dresses from these very expensive fashion designers. But then if you have the money, please go ahead and splurge. But for me, I'm not doing it. 16 that I'm not wasting my money on in 2022 is buying pre-cut vegetables in supermarkets. You know, those ones they tend to sell in these fancy nylons, and most times these vegetables are imported, and they might not be organic vegetables. So why spend your money buying the vegetables that are pre-cut? It's more expensive, it might not be organic, and it's not the best for your health. you might as well just go to your local fruit vegetables market and buy these vegetables, get them washed where you're free, chop them up nicely, and you can prepare your meals with the organic vegetables. So I think that's just basically my take on it. But if you feel like you're somebody that doesn't have the time, you don't have a lot of time, you just want to have these vegetables, you want your food to look colorful, and you just don't have the time to put into going to the market to buy these vegetables and cut them up and use them, please stick to using those pre-packed vegetables. For me, I'm definitely not buying pre-cut vegetables because it might not even be organic and it's actually more expensive. Seventh thing, and I'm not wasting my money on, that I'm not spending on in 2022, is gym membership. So for a whole, I think 1 year, I had gym membership from my office and I did not use it, not even once. Not even once, I did not use it. I just feel like it's very pointless for you to pay for a full year of gym membership when you know you wouldn't go. Because let's say the first 1 month of the year might be all excited, oh yes, I want to be in the best shape of my life, I'm working out every blessed day. But along the line, you fall off and you've already paid for the gym membership. You cannot get a refund back. So then why spend your money on gym membership? Guess what? You have YouTube on your phone. You can watch YouTube videos, work out the videos, work out along with the person you're watching on YouTube. I get a really good workout in your house. Or you could even choose to go running on the days you feel like going running. So why spend money paying for a gym membership that costs at least 100,000 naira for a full year or 150,000 naira for a full year? I just feel like it's not really the best choice, because you might not be able to go every blessed day, and there are alternative workout you can do in your house with a very small space. So please save your money if you don't have a lot of resources. But then if you feel like you have a lot of resources, please go ahead, pay for the gym membership. Or another alternative thing you can do is, why not pay as you go? On the days you go, pay. On the days you don't go, then you're not spending any money. So just pay like for each day you visit the gym. The eighth thing which I'm not spending my money on in 2022 is on a luxury car. Like, all those cars just come out like, oh, Range Rover 2020, Range Rover 2021, 2022. I'm definitely not spending money on that. Like, I think it's not the best investment, because the moment you buy a car and you've driven the car, let's say you've really driven this car for a day or 2 days, the car has already lost its value. You cannot sell it for the same amount that you bought it for. You cannot. But imagine if, let's say, you bought that Range Rover for, let's say, 38 million naira, but you chose to use that money to buy, let's say, a 3-bedroom apartment. If you are reselling that 3-bedroom apartment, do you know that you can actually sell the apartment at a higher price? You can even make a profit of at least 5 million extra from that, selling the apartment. So I feel like it's not really the best decision for you to spend money on a luxury car. You might as well just choose to buy like the second hand, like a used car. You're not paying the full worth of the car, but then you're going to make sure all you just need to do, just make sure you're getting the car that is in the best condition. So you're not buying a car that you're going to have to spend a lot of money on maintenance and putting it in order before you start to drive it. So I think that's just my take on spending money on the latest Mercedes or the latest Range Rover, one of all those luxury cars. Like, I'm definitely not putting my hands into it. But then if you are a luxury car brand, you want to give me the car for free, I'm definitely going to take it and keep the money. The ninth thing which I'm not spending my money on in 2022 is DSTV subscription and Netflix subscription. Guys, like, your girl has so much. Like, I've got so much to do. Like, I don't have the time to sit down and be watching Netflix. Like, I feel like it's a waste of my time. And perhaps if you are someone who works a 9-to-5 job, you're literally going to work Monday to Friday, so your only 3 days is Saturday and Sunday, or in some cases you might even be working on Saturdays and your only 3 days is on Sunday. Won't you want to be sleeping or trying to put yourself in order? But then you always pay for this Netflix subscription, you always pay for the DSTV subscription, but you barely even watch TV. If you don't have somebody in your house that actually stays at home and has the time to watch the TV, why spend money on these things? You might as well either cut DSTV or cut the Netflix membership. Just choose one if at all you feel like you can't live with any of them. But for me, I can choose to live with either of them. Or if at all you want to still have Netflix subscription, if you have a friend that actually regularly pays for it, why not use your friend's password to be able to watch Netflix either on your phone or your TV, depending on the package your friend has? So you're not having to waste your money on, this subscription. The thing which I'm not spending my money on in 2022 is latest smartphone release. Yes, I know. I am quite sure a new iPhone is going to come out this year and everybody's going to be rushing to buy it. The last one was the one that has the 3 back cameras. Maybe this time around it's probably going to have 4 cameras or 5 cameras, and it'll probably be thin, or I don't know what plans for iPhone, the latest iPhone might be, but whenever this new phone releases comes out, like, people just rush it, like they have to have it. They have to have it. Like, they just have to have it. So some people are even willing to even spend their last money just to make sure that they get these new phones. But for me, man, if my phone is still working, you guys are seeing me right now, I'm filming this video with my phone, the quality of the video is dope, why stress? I might as well just keep on filming. I might as well just keep on using my old phone. So why stressing? I even have one phone it's like the Samsung S8 Plus. Like, the screen has broken, like the phone has just smashed anyhow. But the phone, it still works. I could still use it. I could still navigate with the phone in question. So I'm still using it because, man, I paid for it now. So if it's still working, I can see, even if it looks ugly because the screen is broken, but I'm still gonna use it. Yeah. So guys, those are the 10 things I'm definitely not spending my money on in 2022, because it's definitely going to just save me more money. Like, it's just the best way for me to, like, minimize on unnecessary expenses. If you agree with me on any of those things which I mentioned, please let me know which of them in the comment section. And if you also are not subscribed to my channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button just right below. Also, turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. I love you. Remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life. Bye.